Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, Werewolf San Diego. We have another scene today with Dazzles the Young. This time she is seeing Kate. Kate has some questions for her. We will begin our scene with um, we're just going to say that Kate's already there and is approaching Dazzles about what she needs.
Okay. Kate walks up to Dazzles and she sort of looks a little bit bashful. Um, and she hasn't really talked to you since the Jesse thing. Um, but so her voice is very low, and she says, "Dazzles, can you help me? I I don't know how to look up stuff about um, colleges."
Dazzles will smile. What what is it that you're interested in?
She blushes pretty deep red and she says, "Well," she starts picking at her fingernails, looking at her hands. "Well, I I don't know. Kind of the problem. I
Well,
never heard about college before, really. I mean, obviously, you've told me that college exists, but I never really thought about the fact that I have a potential to go there."
there is a process that you would have to go through to get into college. College is a higher education, and unfortunately, there's no record of you existing, or even so, there's no record of you going to school. So, at the very least, after your identity is established, you will need to take courses to get your GED, which is the equivalent of a high school diploma. And then you would be able to go to college. Um, I can help
Nods.
you.
She's like a very focused on Dazzles, sort of soaking up this information.
I can help you obtain information on getting a GED. It's similar to attending college courses. You would meet on certain days of the week and attend classes and learn different things that would help you in that. In order to prepare you for those classes, though, I would recommend that you start with reading some of the books that I have here. Um, I have a wide variety of textbooks and things like that. Um, if you'd like, we can create some sort of plan uh, for you to begin really learning the skills that you're going to need to learn to get through any sort of schooling. Um, I know that Sierra is also interested in doing college stuff, so you might want to maybe talk to her as well, see if she can help you.
Really? Sierra's interested in college?
She borrowed my psychology college textbooks. I have books that are
Like,
of all different levels that could help you.
why would why would someone want to go through college? I mean, it sounds like a really long process.
Most people want to go to college to get a better education so that they can work in career fields that they want to work in. Things require college education. But for us, it's school and things like that are secondary. And a lot of us can't even go to school because of our rage. Um, you make a lot of people uncomfortable when you have higher rage. You're right at that point where it starts to become noticeable to normal humans. It's noticeable for most, even at with ragabashes and theurges, um, but not. It's not quite as uncomfortable. You're at the point where people will start going out of their way to not be close to you. It's much worse with Galliards and Arunes because they have higher rage. So you're right on the cusp of being able to, if you wanted to, function normally in human society. But honestly, you would be taken care of no matter what you decide. So it's not necessary for you to go to school, but if you want to learn things, we have more. I have so many things, so many books in this library that could help you with that.
I've just I've just been thinking about the future a lot, and I don't know, like when people talk about the future, they talk about college and family and careers. Where do I even begin?
Unfortunately, the future for Garu is a little bit different. You can have family and things like that. There are plenty of kinfolk to choose from. But as far as an actual career, it's rare for us to be able to hold that as well as fight for Gaia and do our duties as Garu. That's why the Sept pools resources to be able to take care of each other. Those of us that can go out and work do, but it's not required of all. And some a lot of us have kinfolk that work for us, help us earn our money, things like that, and in return we take care of them. We make sure that they're safe and they help us increase our population. They help us gather resources. Kinfolk are very important, and that is where we that's our bridge to human society is our kin. So we rely more on them for those types of things than we do ourselves because for us, we have other focuses. There's a lot that entails living this life, functioning in this society. It's a lot. Unfortunately, we do still have mundane world things that matter, like money. Not as much, but we can get a lot of things that we need without money, but it definitely helps to have it. Um, your future, you're going to be making a lot of decisions as a Philodox. You're going to have to get between a lot of people. You're going to have to do things that make you uncomfortable. You'll be in situations that make you uncomfortable. You're going to have to make the tough, hard decisions. There will be times you're going to have to decide who lives and dies, quite literally. And that in itself is a career. You are a judge.
She takes what Dazzle says to heart. Um, and Dazzle can see sort of the wheels turning in her mind. And she says, so if I wanted to learn more, even if it wasn't for a career, would I be able to do that without actually having to leave Sept?
Oh, yeah. As I said, there's plenty of things here that you can use to learn, but there are online classes you can take as well. But you won't be able to, as I said, you wouldn't be able to do any of that until you get your identity established because right now you don't exist.
She nods and sort of um, clasps her hands in front of her. I've
I
been
much prefer I much prefer the actual books and pen to paper over messing with the internet. But if you'd like to use the internet, it is certainly a tool that is available to you.
Kate nods. And she says, I really appreciate you talking with me about this. It's
Of course,
been kind of hard.
I know, and it's hard not knowing. You have it a little harder than most because for you, your memory is short. You don't. I'm sure that you probably did go to school before, but you don't remember it. And I
How,
bet once you start learning things that you learned before, you might jog your memory. You'll find out that you pick up on it faster because it's locked in there somewhere.
she nods, frowning a little bit. I feel like I almost remembered something the other day, but it slipped my finger. Sometimes I feel like I'm so close. Like maybe just one more thing might trigger a memory and everything would come rushing back and I would know who I was.
Dazzles will nod.
But the longer I wait and the longer it takes to come, makes me wonder if I'll ever want to know. Can I ever be that person again? If I'm my own person right now, what is going back there going to change?
That's certainly a question, isn't it? You're making an identity for yourself now. What will happen when you remember who you were? I know you'll never be who you were. Your experiences the things that you've gone through, that person is gone, whether you remember her or not. You are who you are right now. And even if you, whatever your name was before, you're not her. You're Kate. To me, you'll always be Kate.
She
I'm not
smiled
saying
at the grandmother. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not saying that you have to give up on remembering, and I know that you want to know. I'm just saying be content with the fact that it's okay if you don't remember because you're making memories that you can remember and you have a future to look forward to. And maybe you are better off not remembering what happened to you. I know though that it will come back, especially since we know that the block on your memory is supernatural and that will wear off eventually. It may not wear off completely, but it will start to wear off, and you're going to get flashes and you're going to see things, and they're going to scare you, and you're going to be confused, maybe even be in pain. But just know that you have us. We're here for you. We're your family.
She's she nods and sort of wipes away a tear a little bit. Thank you, grandmother.
You're welcome. Would never even dream of leaving you to do this alone. You have me for as long as you need me. I have cubs that are at my rank now that still come to me for advice.
She nods. I can see why. All of you have done so much.
And we will continue to.
I don't know.
There may be times where you won't get along with other Garu. It's to be expected. We don't all get along all the time. But just remember, at the end of the day, we are all fighting the same fight, and we're all here for each other, even if we don't get along sometimes.
She nods and smiles. She says that really does help.
Good.
Thank you so much, Tin Mother, but I think I need to go and find somebody. Oh,
Okay.
Dazzles will also see a necklace on Kate that she's never seen before.
Oh, okay.
So
She'll
a wolf necklace.
she'll kind of. Oh, she'll recognize that necklace.
Yep. Yes, she will.
Dazzles will. She'll look at it. She'll say, "Lefty gave that to you."
Kate will nod. Yeah, he did.
I know he cares a lot about you. So I'm not surprised that he would give you something like that.
He, you, binary, even Zir, all of you have made this place home. I care for all.
Dazzles will, Dazzles will smile very genuinely, and you can see some tears welling up in her eyes.
Kate hesitates, but eventually, stiffly, in her own Kate way, gives Dazzles a hug.
Dazzles will wrap her up in her arms and hug her very tightly.
Kate will thank her again and then ask if she can be excused.
Of course, dear. Remember, my door's always open if you need me.
She smiles, nods her head, and ducks out.
Sit there contemplating for a moment. She knows that She probably didn't give Kate the exact answers she was looking for, but she's hoping that the answers she did get were good ones. And that will be the moment we end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. See you next time.